Hey guys, let's talk about last night's episode of Beauty and the Beast. And finally, Vincent and Catherine are officially back together again. Although it kind of started off with a bit of a miss at the beginning when, she snuck out of bed after they hooked up the night before. And, it's been one of my gripes this season that they broke them up in the first place. And they made Vincent go through this whole amnesia bit. And then now he's been pretty much begging for her to come back to him the last few episodes, and it just felt a little bit too little too late on my side. But seeing them together, it just once again shows me why I rooted for them so wholeheartedly last season, because they totally belong together and their chemistry together is amazing, and they never should have broken them up in the first place. So they're officially back together. Gabe is out of the picture. And, I just kept feeling bad for Gabe. Not really bad, because it's like, dude, you knew she was never going to be with you anyway. But I just kept being mad at the show for trying to have Gabe be like, I'm going to fight for you and you need, to keep Vincent away from you. And it's just like, oh my God, can we just stop with all that nonsense? Because we already know the writing is on the wall for the two of them. And it should have been on the wall from the very beginning. The showrunner deciding to split them up just made no sense. So the case of the week, of course, was Sam once again. He escaped out of prison and he was still trying to get a vengeance against the people that ultimately killed his little son. And he gets to this big party. I guess it's kind of like the secret society party. And he's able to inject one of the members with the serum, and he beasts out and he starts attacking the members of the council, I guess. And Vincent, of course, gets there in time to save the day, and there it is. And then Sam at the end is so upset that he wasn't able to kill all the people that ultimately took away his son from him, so he decides he's going to go up to the roof and he tries to jump, and then Vincent saves his life and he says to him, you should have just let me die. And of course Vincent's like, that's not what I'm about. I'm not a killer, you know what I mean, on purpose, whatever. I'm not just going to let you die. So he saved his life, and so that's of course how Sam's story ends. And then at the end of the episode, Vincent gets arrested, and it looks like he's being charged with the murder of, I couldn't remember the name that they said, but they said some guy that, and I'm trying to remember who it was that they're actually trying to say that he killed. But I have a feeling that Gabe is behind this, because he swore to Catherine he wasn't going to let Vincent hurt her, and he said no matter what, he's always going to be a beast and he's never going to be able to change his ways. So I have a feeling that Gabe is behind this, and he's trying to have Vincent locked up so that he ultimately can't hurt Catherine. We'll see what happens. And then, of course, we had some fooling around between JT and Catherine's partner. What's her name again? Tess. And, that whole storyline, whatever. And even JT said, I did all these things, we hooked up, and then you haven't said anything about it. It's like, yeah, the show basically just dropped the ball on the two of them. So it's like we haven't really cared about it. So whatever. So that happened. And then, of course, Vincent getting arrested at the end of the episode. Very interesting. So we'll see what goes down between him and Catherine going forward. Okay, guys, that's my review. I mean, it was a bit of a better episode for me. I like that Catherine and Vincent finally got back together, and it's official, and no more Gabe in the picture, because that was just getting tiresome. In the beginning, it was kind of nice looking at her and Gabe, connect and get together. But then all of this back and forth was just, I was over it. So I'm glad that the show finally made the decision to put them back together. But now, of course, prison has separated them. So we'll see what happens next week. All right, guys, that has been my review of Beauty and the Beast. Let me know what you thought of the episode. Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next week. Okay, bye.